think
you
the
don't
whole
think that COVID had anything to do with it though?
no,
The
because before
pandemic?
COVID, it was the same story. So I think COVID made things worse. Um, but I can't really say that it was that different in this community. Um, I will tell you that I don't assign homework. I It just doesn't work. There's nobody to help them at home most of the time. Um, I I just recently started doing extra practice as like optional, but it cannot be tied to their grade because if it is, it's everyone's failing. So I guess what am I seeing? I'm seeing that the system's not working. I'm seeing that it is failing in a lot of ways. And it's that like it's getting worse and worse in my opinion, and I don't think it's COVID. I think it's something that's been going on. Now, go to a different zip code. We have different stories, but that's what I'm seeing in my neck of the woods, I guess.
But you don't think that teachers also like kind of like get discouraged and and then eventually say like, oh, like why continue? Like,
It's hard.
or because they have their own lives, right? And they're thinking about their retirements, they have their own families, and so do you think that kind of gets in their way in how they want to teach?
I think what gets in our way are these test scores. I think that we get so caught up in wanting to prove that our students improved with this very particular way of testing someone's intelligence, and it's got so much weight. Like there's so much pressure on teachers to get scores up that nothing else is taken into account. Like, I have kids that are homeless. I have kids that have been traumatized. I have kids that don't know if they're going to eat tonight. And you're telling me that my biggest priority is making sure that they can pass this test. And the answer as a teacher is yes, that's what they want us to do. Um, and unfortunately, none of that is considered when we're looking at these scores. And then funding gets distributed, and funding shouldn't be equal. That's not equitable. And, that's the hard part because we're in this vicious cycle where we need to get test scores up so we can get more funding. Hopefully, more funding is going to help our kids, but our kids are not going to get the help because they're not going to make those numbers. And teachers get burnt out because now we are not teaching just, to bring the joy of learning and to instill in people you know, the joy of education that it should